Yo,
Yo, we live? All
we're
right,
live.
we live.
We're live.
Let's
There's,
let's
there's,
let's kick this off, bro.
there's 231 of you here, and I know you're here for one reason. You're here to see pain. It's pathetic, but I respect it because if it was me, I'd be doing the damn same thing. Trust me, believe that. If the shoe was on the other foot, I would be doing the exact same thing. But, bruv,
The game is the game.
I don't even. Let me tell you this, people. Like for those who don't normally tune into this show, because I'm sure for a fact there are a lot of people who don't normally tune into the show that are here, and they're here for one reason only. But I had a whole agenda out. We had a whole agenda planned. We were going to talk about the Burnley game. We were going to talk about the Leeds game. We are going to talk about a couple bits and pieces. But as you can imagine, the headline act has just completely thrown everything into chaos. In case you live under a rock and haven't seen, Spurs have been knocked out by Middlesbrough. That's the third time in succession that we have been knocked out of the FA Cup at the fifth round. And when I actually look at the teams who have knocked us out, so Middlesbrough knocked us out this season. Last season, Everton knocked us out with a completely depleted side. No Dominic Calvert-Lewin.
There was one year.
Huh?
There was 1 year Norwich knocked us out on penalties as well.
So that's the year before. So last year was Everton 5-4. The year before, we got knocked out to Norwich, and that was after taking Middlesbrough to two ties. We couldn't beat them at their ground, and we scraped over the line against them at home. So yeah, it looks like Spurs are ending another season trophyless. Fuad, what do you have to say about this?
Bruv, I'd pretend to be surprised, but I'm actually not, bruv. I'd pretend to sit here all ripping my hair out and angry and throwing my toys at the pram, but I'm not surprised, bro. And let's start off with the lineups even, because the second them lineups got posted, I don't know if you saw my quote tweet or not, but I said, "Yo, this is the third time, or this will be the third time this month, basically, where we've had an unchanged lineup after a very good result." And I said, "You lot have seen what always happens after that good result." I said, "Brace yourselves. Please, Spurs fans, brace yourselves." It just went unnoticed. Lo and behold, as the game went on, brother, I could just see it coming from a mile away. And as you touched on there as well, the Everton game, the Norwich game, the NS Mora game, bro, the Dinamo game last year, all of those games, it's the same fucking patterns. The same things reoccurring time and time again. And people can call it Spursy. People can call it bottle jobs or whatever. But it's the same mindset and the same mentality. But today it's an interesting one as well, because I know normally we come here and we sit here and we say, "Yo, it was that player, or the defense didn't do their part, or there was this mistake on that part." But brother, today a lot of that loss lies with Conte as well.
Yeah, we'll talk on Conte, but
we'll get into him. But he has to take a blame for this.
Of course, he will be the first one we'll speak about, because like we're both Conte enthusiasts. But I'm sorry, I couldn't. I literally had to wipe my eyes. I couldn't believe that a man was sitting back against Middlesbrough. Like my friend said it in the first half. I said, "Are you sure?" Because first 20 minutes we looked like we had a bit more of the ball. Just didn't really do much with it. And then, literally, as he said that, from around 35 minutes through to half time, we were actually sitting back against Middlesbrough and trying to catch Middlesbrough in transition.
Bro, it was the exact same thing that happened against Burnley, bro. First 20, 25 minutes, we look like we're in control of the game. Even when we don't have the ball, our shape is structured in the sense of where that team is non-threatening with the ball. So Burnley and Middlesbrough, first 20, 25 minutes, that's what you were seeing. Once they figure out, these men aren't actually coming to press us. These men aren't coming past their halfway line. They just telling us to come wave after wave after wave to a fucking championship club, bro. To a championship club who don't know their best 11 from which. Brother, I'm sorry. There is no excuse for me. And this is the thing. We used to get onto Jose. We used to get onto Nuno about when we go to these lesser sides, what the type of football we play. And I'm sorry, bro. You cannot sit 9 men behind the ball against a side in the Championship. I don't care where in the Premier League you are. I don't care what your form looks like. I don't care what your players are playing like. You have to go out there with a positive mindset, bro. You have to go out there with the want to dominate the game. We said, nah, bro. We invited them to take the game to us, bro.
It's embarrassing.
And from there, from 30-minute onwards, bro, for the next 90 minutes up until the end of extra time, it was Middlesbrough's game to take, bro. It was just a matter of when. It was just a matter of when.
I felt with like, honestly, like, listen, I love this manager, but something's got to give when you're losing to Middlesbrough, man. And I'm sorry, today was shocking, absolutely shocking. I have no qualms with him not changing the lineup. You want to go with the winning formula, whatever, cool, whatever. The team is, we've got a poor squad, so honestly, like, for the most part, like, unless it's a really, really horrible omission, it's one of them ones where I'll just, the lineup is the lineup, yeah. But the approach was really sickening. Like you said, from around 30 minutes onwards, was really, really sickening. I'm seeing Kane in our half. I'm seeing Son in our half. I'm seeing Kulusevski in our half. I'm seeing players basically set up to try and soak up whatever Middlesbrough can throw at us and then spring on them. I'm thinking, what? Like, do you not back yourself to have more quality than John? I can't even remember who was playing alongside Johnny House in the midfield. Johnny House, let me even see this lineup. Johnny House and Jesus Christ.
I think it was Crooks.
Johnny House and Matt Crooks and Marcus Tavernier. Yeah. I think Tavernier is related to the right back. I
was gonna say, is he related to him? Because they both got similar whips, bro. I can't lie. He was putting in. I was like, hey, he's got to be related.
They both got similar whips for sure. But it's just like, I'm looking at this defense: Dyke Steele, Dale Fry, Paddy McNair, Neil Taylor. We're playing against the 50-year-old Neil Taylor, and we're sitting back. And then to add insult to compound matters even more, when we're getting pushed back and your tactic isn't working, we're trying to spring on them, and every single time the move is breaking down. Why did it take so long to make a change,
bro?
Why did it take so long to make a change?
70 minutes.
Honestly, like, I'm all here for Conte's rants. I am, and we'll get onto those players in a second, because whenever these results happen, yeah, first and foremost, the manager, you give him a stick, but we cannot let these players escape yet again. We just can't. I'm sick. I'm at my wit's end. I'm at my wit's end with these players. I just, honestly, it's baffling to me how we still rely on some of these players. Like, I watch them do. Oh my God. Like, did you see so many, there's just so many moments where I'm like, I cannot believe this is the caliber of play that plays for us. Emerson Royale comes onto the pitch. Pierre-Emile Højbjerg is literally 3 yards away, and this guy absolutely boots the ball into Højbjerg's shins, and he turns over the ball expectedly. Every single time, Matt Doherty
on the near side throwing, isn't it?
On the near side throwing. Matt Doherty
blasted it in 3 yards. And you see the way Højbjerg looked at him as if to say, like, this ain't the first time you've done this shit.
Bro, it's just like, and then even like, and I'll move on to players like Son and Co in a second, but even Matt Doherty, what a surprise. The purple game, it's not even a patch. The purple game was worn off. Today was absolutely shocking in every single thing he did. Passing, back to being shit. Link up, back to being poor. Defensively, shocking. And the one opportunity you actually had where you made a run into the final third, I don't know who on earth gassed this guy for him to start taking pops off that goal. Like, pass the ball to Son. But anyway, let's not focus on the players.
No, bro, because man went round the keeper is what you don't understand at that moment. Any person with fucking common sense or 2 cents in their brain, bro, looks up and goes, "Rah, my brother's right there, open in the middle. I know he had a man on his shoulder. Do I take the shot from this fucking angle with the ball bouncing, or do I pop it into him for an easy chance?" Bozo moment. I'm sorry, bro. That for me was my bonehead moment of the week. Straight away selected itself.
He's just, yeah, bro. Honestly, like, it's just, I want to criticize Conte as much as possible because
Nah, bro, we have to because
it's not something that we do a lot. And when I say as much as possible, I'm just saying I don't want us to sort of let this just go on the radar as the Spurs players being the Spurs players. We know the players are poor. Yeah, we know the players are poor, and we'll get onto the players in a second. But I just don't think that it's on for us to be that cowardly against a side that are inferior to Spurs, man for man. They're inferior. There isn't a single Middlesbrough player that will probably get into our team apart from Isaiah Jones to play right wing back.
He had a game. I can't even lie. He had a game.
I don't know, man. It's just.
But the thing is, for me, I think Conte has to definitely take some blame. I'm sorry, but when I'm seeing a team, it seemed like they were instructed almost to not press past the halfway line. That was the type of shit where last year, man, would have lost their fucking hairlines if that was Jose. So when it's Conte now, we have to keep the same fucking energy, bruv. I'm sorry. Against Middlesbrough, you should not be inviting pressure, bruv. You should be dominating the game from minute 1 to 120. And then you take, when your tactics are not working, I thought, all right, halftime, maybe he's thinking, let's gauge them first half. Let's see where they're at. Let's see if they're going to come at us. Because Chris Wilder plays the back three formation as well. So maybe he's thinking there might be something that they spring in the counter. Second half, I'm thinking, we're going to change something. We're going to see, bro, Middlesbrough get a stronger hold on the game. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? 50th minute comes. 60th minute comes. 70th minute before we finally see him trying to actually make a difference in the game. And then who was the first sub that came on? Emerson and Bergwijn, was it? Oh, bro. Bergwijn, credit to him. He tried something when he came on, but my God, bro.
I don't mind the Bergwijn sub, but I just...
I'm sorry, but anytime I see the Emerson for Doherty change coming on, it's just... It gives me COVID.
I just hate him. I hate... How can it be possible for you to be this shit? I hate him. I absolutely hate him. He's so crap. Henry, this is on you. You told us this guy was better than Tomiyasu. This is on you, man. How can we sign a Brazilian and he has no Brazilian instinct? How can we have a Brazilian with no Brazilian Jews? How? Honestly, I'm furious with it. How? How is it possible? How can you be so shit? Listen, every single touch, just booting it to the opposition. You're so crap. Like, how are you so shit?
No technique. No dribbling, no passing ability, no crossing ability, no first touch, no move, no trick, no shimmy. He may have speed, but he does not know how to use it. The guy is a complete and utter imbecile, bro. A 30 million waste. And I told you, lot, when that debut game, he got cooked by Zaha, people were like, nah, Fu, give him time. He's young. And I told you, man, this guy's a bozo. And for that goal, I'm sorry. When you're the right back across the line, yeah, I understand sometimes if you're a centre back and you keep the man on side, you can't swivel your head both ways. But when you're the right back and you can see the full weight across the fucking line and you decide to keep him on for a whole 10 seconds, brother, we're not even talking footballing ability here no more. We're just talking, human normal functionality is what's lacking within this brother. I'm telling you, a subpar footballer, bro, and a subpar human at this rate. Fuck, get him out my club, please.
Bro,
I'm going to keep trying and using the excuse of 21, 22. I know a footballing ability when I see it, and this brother does not have it. His crossing, his touches, his movement, it's not going to significantly improve overnight. So get him out while we can, please.
Bro, I just can't, man. Like, thinking about how shit this guy is actually makes my head hurt. He literally gives me a headache when I watch him on the football pitch. He's that bad. And the fact that Matt Doherty, is no better than this guy makes this just a shocking situation to be in. And it's where you will have some sympathy for someone like Antonio Conte, because as we've said tonight, the tactics were shocking. The changes were too late in the day. And again, we were in a 5. We changed to a 4 at the back with the attacking players. Then we switched to a back 5. And despite none of this, despite all of these changes being made, we're still inviting pressure. The squad being short was another one as well. The midfield today, we'll get onto the players in a second, but just I keep going back and forth. Let me just try and stick on Conte. Today, there's no hiding place. I'm normally in this guy's corner. There is no hiding place today. There's nothing I can hear to make me believe that you couldn't have done anything better to get us past fucking Middlesbrough in the FA Cup. There's nothing.
Facts. There should be no reason you even consider losing this type of tie, bro. Like we used to say, Poch loses to these teams because he's fielding weakened sides. People were telling me this is a strong lineup before the game, bro. They're telling me it's the same.
Though. That's the thing. It is, which tells you how scary our squad is. That's a strong lineup.
That's what I said before the game as well. I said, imagine, man, them are trying to tell me this is a strong lineup when I'm seeing names like Tobi, Sessegnon, Davis, and we. That's my call. And they're telling me strong. Please make it make sense, Tobes. Make it make sense.
Fuck me, man. This team are so muddy. I tweeted something out today, yeah. So this is under 3 different managers, yeah. 3 different managers.
Yeah.
You can probably say 4 because of Ryan Mason, but let me see. But yeah, look. So in the last 3 years, 3 and a bit years, no, in the last 2 to 3 years, Spurs have lost to Colchester, no goal scored. Spurs have lost to Royal Antwerp, no goal scored. Spurs have been battered 3-0 by Dinamo Zagreb, no goal scored. Spurs have lost to Pacos de fucking Ferreira, no goal scored. Spurs have lost 1-0 to Vitesse, Chelsea's fucking D team. Their under 23s are better than Vitesse, and Spurs lost to them and didn't score. 2-1 lost to NS Mura. I've literally named you about 4 teams I didn't know existed 10 years ago. I didn't know they existed, and now we've lost to Middlesbrough away from home with no fucking goal scored. After losing to Burnley away last week with no goal scored. After losing to who was it we lost to last week? After losing to Norwich 2 years ago under Jose, whilst scoring 1 goal at home. Embarrassing. 1 goal scored at home against Norwich.
And it just shows
before we move on to the players, is there anything more you want to say on Conte?
No, I've said my Conte. Conte for me, if we had to do the Conte-rometer,
it's a 0.
It's an absolute ground floor -1, bro. Like, I'm sorry. For me, I think even learning the lesson of, brother, I've gone with the same lineup in 2 previous occasions. Let me just tweak it 1 or 2 bits, bro. I thought we should have seen 1 or 2 tweaks, at least in the wing-back area. Then I thought, fuck me, bro. Can we at least go for the game a little bit? Can we make some positive changes? I'm sorry. Way too long, way too many mistakes, way too slow. Yeah, he's definitely got to hold this L. I'm sorry. It's my guy, but yeah, he's got to hold that -1
today. He has to take this hell. He has to take it, hold it dearly, and learn from it, because this.
He can go in the press conference and get rattled about the Burnley result, because I believe that was on the players. He can get rattled about other results, the Watford, whatever it is. But I'm sorry, this one I don't want to be hearing out. I'm not good enough. Yeah, you may not be good enough, bruv. Look in the mirror after that result, because that is not how you should set up a team against a team that's in the Championship. I'm sorry, no.
It's just I think even the subs as well, it's just negligence. Like, these players played a full 90 minutes. The majority of these players played a full 90 minutes against Leeds, majority of which played a full 90 minutes against Burnley, and you're playing them again, and you don't make any subs until like the 81st minute. Like, that's just reckless game management. Just make changes.
Let me ask you something though. Do you think that this negative setup, because remember initially he even came in and I think he went to the back 5 straight away as quick as he did, because he knew how bleeding we were defensively.
But I don't even think him playing the back 5 is negative. I think it's all about how the instructions towards the players.
Within that, you can still be attacking, right?
Yeah.
Fairs. Because I was do you think he went that negatively today because of the players he has available, where he's thinking, you know, I don't have much faith in these men to attack. But then I'm thinking, brother, because Leeds, let's be honest, bruv, Leeds will give you chances. So I'm thinking, does he not have the faith in the players to attack, to play as attacking as he would at Inter previously, maybe at Juve previously?
I just don't know, man. I just don't know. I don't actually understand why he's done this. Like, we showed more ambition on the ball and bravery against Leicester. We showed more cojones against teams better than Middlesbrough. I just don't understand why we've gone to this ground so timid. Like, I get that the quality of this team is low, and we'll come to that in a second, but even still, it's Middlesbrough, man. You've got to come there with some sort of fight, with some sort of forward like a forward way of thinking and like a positive style of play. Like, we can't be trying to soak up pressure against Middlesbrough, man. What the fuck? Middlesbrough.
That's so mad when you even say that, soaking up pressure against Middlesbrough.
It's embarrassing. It's absolutely embarrassing. And they should have won that game too. You know, we missed a lot of chances as well, but so did they. They missed more chances.
And that's what we'll get to now. We'll move on to the players now, right?
Yeah, let me just quickly read out some super chats. So big up Sam for the super chat. He says, I have zero interest now for the rest of the season. Yet again, we hit this February-March period where the season is basically done. I don't think Spurs are getting top 4.
Nope.
So that, for me, the season's done.
You see evidence week after week why we sit here and tell you why this club isn't a top 4 club. Because we've been saying it from pretty much the start of the season. And we've always said the two things that stop this club from being a top 4 club, the consistency and the quality. And the last 3 weeks, bro, have been the clearest evidence of that. So, yeah.
5 losses in 7. That's embarrassing. On Conte, on players, on the club. 5 losses in 7. That's literally relegation form. Literally. That is relegation form. Oh, but it's fine because you smashed Leeds 4-0. It's cool. All of a sudden, Matt Doherty's a good player, right? Oh, you're too harsh on these players. Oh, this, that, and the other. Let me just go through some more. Need Fuad to sing out the Italian anthem again. We'll be back. We'll be singing out. We'll be singing this again. Trust
That's me. That's a good one. I'll give you that, Miles.
We'll be back. And then Karate, big up Karate for the super chat. It says, counting down the days till the season ends. We all knew this would happen. Are we surprised? And now we talk on the players. I'm not surprised in the slightest that Spurs have lost this game. I'm not surprised. It's not a shock. It may be an upset because it's the FA Cup and stuff like that. But Spurs losing to a side that are well below their level, it's not surprising because it's happened so many times in the last 3 years. I literally just read out a list of those teams.
Embarrassing. Time after time, bro. It happens. Same story, different year. That's how I see it. And the thing is, it's if we look at the individuals, I'm sorry. You was talking about the attack just before you started reading the
Let's go from back to front.
No, bro. We can't look at the defense today. Today, I wanna start from the attack. And I want to start from who I think was arguably the worst player on the pitch today.
Go on, name him. Does his name rhyme with Pon Young Min?
It's Sun Ping Pong is what I'm gonna call him today. Stepson Ping Pong, brother. Whatever the fuck that was out there today, I don't know. You see that shit that we've been talking about, your lack of involvement in the game when you're not being an output machine. That's what we saw today. The lack of build-up. His touches were awful. The guy couldn't keep the ball. The guy couldn't string passes. There was no runs being made. And then when you get chances falling to you, you're not putting them away. I'm sorry. Worst player on the pitch today by a country mile. People want to get onto Højbjerg. People want to get onto Winks. Davis.
We will. They were rubbish.
We will all get onto them. But he was by far and away the worst player on the pitch today. Didn't make anything stick. Nothing positive to say about Son's performance. I'm sorry.
Rubbish. He was crap.
He's where I want to start.
He was crap. And the thing is, I thought there was a change. I thought after the Man City game, he could kick on from there because I think every Spurs fan knows that the performances from Son have been pretty poor for the past probably 3 months. Let's be real.
We'll do this and get away with it.
The stats have been there. The assists have been there. And that's what he is. He's clutch. He's decisive. But when you need this guy to perform for 90 minutes, over the past 3-4 months, he's been absent. The performances have just not been up to par. And tonight has just been the worst of the lot, like minus 10 out of 10 performance. The ball didn't stick, not clinical at all. Link up was bad. He's normally poor in build up anyway, but today he was 10 times worse. was just nothing. Was just nothing at all. Nothing at all. Super chat came in here from John Stewart. It says, "Is this what stops Son from entering the world class bracket?"
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely, bro. And apologies because I'm guilty. I get carried away with it, but it's just it's there to see, bro. It's there to see. Like, and you just have to be consistent because I apply the same logic to so many other players. You can't let your level drop to what we saw today. You just can't. You can't let your level. I'm sorry, like it may be harsh, but that's what it takes to be a world-class level. Your level literally cannot drop to a -10 out of 10. It's not good enough.
Yeah.
And that's why he will never be considered a bona fide world-class player. He will always be the tier below because of this, because of stuff like this.
Moments like this, games like this, when it's high leverage, high stakes, who steps up? And I'm not saying Son hasn't stepped up previously, but in games like this where you need, and the chances fell to him, bro. There was moments for him to help us on the counter where you almost just felt like, brother, why are you playing against us today? I think today I'm just looking at even some of his stats from the game. 3 dribbles attempted, none completed, bruv. 2 big chances missed. 74% of his passes completed. Like awful. I'm sorry, won none of his duels today, basically, and lost possession 24 times. Listen, I'm all for, like, I understand you're a winger, you're going to lose possession, but brother, today he was wasteful in every single aspect, bro. Up front, defensively, he was useless as well. Let's not forget that moment where he lost the ball and Eric Dyer completely nearly ripped his head off. Yeah. Where I'm like, brother, you're literally playing against us today, bro. I don't get it, bro. And he has these games far too often. And as I've said, I love Son. He's a nice personality. He gives you those decisive moments. But this is my issue with him. And this is the reason why I struggle to always say, stand behind the world-class claims. Because I've never really fully stood behind it. I've always been like, I think he's on that cusp. He's on that cusp. And this is what stops him, bro. That consistency. People say, oh, no, it's lazy analysis to call him a purple patch player. Bro, we see that. And the worst thing is people look at the last couple of games and say, oh, but he's scored and he's assisted. And exactly. But are you watching the game outside of those goals and assists, bro? He's losing the ball 15 times, bro. Huge celebration. The social media team love him, so they'll be posting everything he does behind the scenes, BTS meetings, Spider-Man meetings, whatever. And he can't do no wrong. But I'm sorry, just like Conte, we love these men, but we have to call it out when it's dog shit, brother. And Son today, worst player on the pitch, easily. And you need your big dogs to turn up, bro. If your big dogs don't set the tempo, the rest of the team stands no chance. And especially when it's Mandem, whose quality are way off already. When they see the best man playing like that, I ain't even got to turn up to the office today. That's their mindset.
It's nuts. It's like a defeatist mindset. When you see your best, when you literally see your second best player playing like that. And it wasn't just him. Kane was shocking today. Kane was absolutely shocking today. Nothing came off. The touches were heavy. The passing was erratic. The hold-up play was abject. The pressing was wank. It was just awful, an awful performance. But with Son, it's just frustrating because this is a guy that I will never discard. This guy, like I will never come here and talk bad on him. But when you're playing like this, like it's hard to defend you. Like you can't play this badly. I'm sorry, it's just not on. It's not acceptable. You cannot play badly like this. Sorry, some of these comments are pissing me off. These Chelsea fans. I'm gonna kick. If I see one more Chelsea fan mention Callum Hudson-Odoi in the same sentence as Son again, I'm literally gonna boot you from the street. Fuck out of here, please. Don't. If I see one more comment, I swear to God, I'm gonna boot you from the stream. I swear. Try me. Stop mentioning that bum next to Son Heung-min. Stop it. It's embarrassing now.
I didn't really set you off like that.
Damn, it's pissing me off. It's fucking pissing me off.
Hey, cut it.
This guy's the same. This guy's basically the same age as Kulusevski. Kulusevski's already made more impact.
Hey, that is one of your best.
Go on, try me. I'm waiting for you, Chelsea fans. Try me. Let me see one more Callum Hudson-Odoi chat. Let me see one more, and I'm gonna block you.
Hey, there he is. I got him. We got him.
Who?
What do you say? 1v1 demon. I saw 1v1 something.
Yeah, he said 1v1 bum. And sorry, you know what? I lost my head there. Callum Hudson-Odoi isn't a bum, but you lot are pissing me off. Just stop it. Stop mentioning this guy here, because there's a difference between Son playing bad for a world-class player and Callum Hudson-Odoi. Yeah, let's calm her. Let's calm her. Yeah,
Callum Hudson-Odoi ain't even got 5 career goals, if I'm not mistaken.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. This guy is crazy, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. He's not a bum, people. He's just nowhere near Son's level. So different levels. But yeah, bottom line, Son, it's not acceptable. He's too quality a player for him to be playing the way he did today. That's the only reason why you criticize like this, because your standard is higher than the rest. You are better than these bozos.
Yeah.
You're better than these bozos. And he's actually put our attack on his back for years now, him and Kane. You're better than these bozos. So when you're dropping a minus 10 out of 10 against Middlesbrough, it's not on. I can't even name you the right centre-back that he was up against for most of tonight. Let me just go through some more super chats and then we'll go on. Big up Reggie Thoughts. He says, now you it out flip-flop. What?
Now you can't take out flip-flop.
So you can't criticize the manager, apparently.
You know how it is, man. You say one bad thing, you're seen as negative and out and brother. Listen, those who, as you said at the start of the show, bro, there'll be a lot of first-time viewers here today, so take it with a pinch of salt.
Yeah, exactly. Great. Skullfuggery. Yep, I already.
Legend.
He's working behind the scenes.
Hey, listen, you might have prime content in this, you know.
I'm toast on Friday, but it's fine.
If you ain't checked my man's videos already, go check that. That shit is fucking cinema.
It's mad. And then John Stewart says, oh no, so we already spoke on that. And then big up Millard, he says, Tobes and Fuad, my only 2 Spurs fans I can bear. Just wanted to show my support for you lot, but remember, it's the history of Tottenham. Come on, you. Oh. Thank you for the super chat, bro. And then big up Mel as well in the chat as well. Facts. Criticizing a manager doesn't mean you want them out. Thank you. Someone with sense. Somebody with sense.
Hey, do you know who the
Matisse guy has been commenting non-stop, bro? I can see your little virgin hands just going crazy on your keypad.
All the gremlins are in the chat.
Bro, it's nuts. They're going.
I get the water out, bro.
They're going mental. Right. But anyway, so
do you know 1 sec? Do you know who the right centre back Son was up against today? Do you know what his name was?
No.
Dick Steele.
Dyke Steele. Let me even check the middle.
Yeah, you got that steel dick today, son.
Bro, you got to do a big pause on that. What the hell?
You go hype.
Bro, you got to do a big pause on that. What the hell? Middlesbrough 8th. So they're actually doing pretty. They're doing all right in the championship, but still, no excuses. No excuses.
Still hype.
Okay. Wow. 1,056 of you in here. Bloody hell, you lot really love pain, innit? Make sure.
This is how much you don't love our pain.
Bro, they love pain. For those, whilst you're here as well, it takes 1 second to smash the like. It takes 2 seconds to click on Fuad's name in the title. Click subscribe. It takes 2 seconds to click the subscribe button below for my channel as well. Please do all 3 of those things. If you're going to keep watching at least, you may as well do all 3 of those things. It doesn't cost you anything. It's free. It's free. Anyway, but yeah. Kane, shocking, abject, tired, lethargic, so many adjectives. And yet, what was the solution off the bench?
What, the little 17-year-old mixed race kid? Young Dane.
What was the solution off the bench?
Brother. What was it? Bergwijn coming on as well, wasn't it?
He came on. But I'm talking about for Kane, like for Kane.
If those are your changes to make the difference in a cup tie where you think, we need impact off the bench, it says it all for you, bruv. What other top club is bringing a kid who hasn't even started 3 games, let's be honest, and an out of form winger that you've had for the past 18 months. If those are your options, bruv, you can see exactly why we're out of it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Dane Scarlett was never going to make the difference. And I've tried to...
I aired the sub because I said, what's he meant to do in this game?
Yeah, I've seen him enough times now to... Starboy stocks are going to have to be sold real quick.
I've told you about this Starboy. Remember when I told you I hate this word?
Hey, listen,
it's nothing against Dane. It's nothing against Dane, but I just hate that Starboy word.
I was just trying to get the young Mason Greenwood out of here, but he went and got himself out of here. So we can now stop all that Starboy nonsense. We can move on.
But anyway, yeah, Kulusevski. I don't think he played well tonight. I'll be honest. I don't think he played well tonight. He was actually probably the most threatening of all three attackers, and he didn't have a good game. Let's be real. Like I felt again heavy touches at times. The ball broke down at times. Just wasn't really bringing any consistent attacking quality. But I think he played with the most composure of our front three today. I think he found the ball to Kane and Son a couple of times. Yeah. I think. Oh God, this Matisse guy, he's literally trying to get into
I beg you put him on timeout, please. Just a 5-minute timeout. That's all he needs.
Bro, I honestly, my head's gonna explode. My head is in deep stuff, man.
Don't kill me. But no, I didn't think Kulusevski was too bad today, to be honest.
No, it wasn't awful, but I just don't think he played well.
I felt like he was starting to get very tired late on as well. I think obviously his third start in a row, I think he was starting to feel the legs, of course. But I thought he was actually, as you said there, maybe our best outlet, our best creator as well. But in all honesty, I thought he tried to do his thing today, at least. He tried to beat a couple, man. He tried to make it unpredictable where you don't know if I'm going on the outside or coming on the inside. He had 1 or 2 decent shots as well, where I thought that could have gone in as well. So
and he created as well.
Yeah, so for me, I thought out of all the players, he would have been one that I could have said, yo, he can walk out of here with his head held high type of thing. Son on the other side, I was just like, my brother. My brother. And the thing is with this team, so much depends on that front line. So much depends on Kane creating, Kane making it stick, Kane linking the play. So much depends on Son making those runs off the last man, or making those, finishing off those chances as well. Those 1 or 2 chances that do fall to him. And Kulusevski done his thing. But for me, if those 2 other parts don't play in, brother, you're in fucking crack hole land. If you think that midfield is going to create chances for you, if you think any of those wingbacks are going to give you consistency, if you think you can find a nice diagonal pass from that back line, you are snorting the finest crack. It's not happening. So for me, that front line is so key for anything for the rest of the season. If there's going to be any hopes of top 6, top 4, whatever it is, if this team is going to be functional, that front three needs to run.
Yeah, it does. This super chat is funny though. Honestly, there's just, someone saying in the comments, Tobi, Chris Wilder, oh my God, Chris Wilder cummed on your bald head tonight. What the fuck is wrong with people?
Chris what?
Bruv, look at this comment. It says, Chris Wilder cummed on your bald head today. What the hell? Fam.
Yo,
you see what L makes people say to me? You see this nonsense? You see this nonsense?
Hey, no, man,
makes people say to me.
Oh,
look at this shit, man. Anyway, the front three is the front three. They have to stay. Like Son's not going anywhere, so we need him to play better. He's our best left winger. We literally don't have anyone better. Kane, only striker, so we need him to fix up after tonight. Kulusevski, you did the best out of all 3, but do better. I thought Bergwijn, when he came on, I thought he looked bright. I thought like he brought some immediate like injection of quality, but I felt like he just ran out of steam so quickly.
Berg hype,
bro. What was Wagwan for that? He just ran out of steam so quickly.
I'm telling you now, Bergwijn's fitness might be the only person that's worse than Ndombele's. I truly believe that. I truly believe Bergwijn is the only person in this world with fitness worse than Ndombele.
But do you think it was a fitness thing though? Because I felt like as a team we were sitting back. But I just felt it's mad. He was quite busy, and then his influence just faded. I don't know whether to put it just solely down to fitness, but he just disappeared.
Bergwijn is funny, man. I look at him and I'm like, because there's moments here where like I was seeing him pop 1-2s where he's scooping it and flicking it, and I'm like, yo, you got some tech in you, you know. But it's just, I don't know what it is. The Bray cannot produce it consistently, bro. Whether it's consistently over a 90-minute game or even consistently game to game. But I don't know. I've personally just lost all interest in Bergwijn. When he comes on, I'm just like, if you're good, we'll take it. If you're bad, I knew what it was type of thing. You know what I mean? So when his impact faded throughout the game, I was just like, yeah. But at least he came in and provided some form of spark that the team needed. So I'll give him that.
He did. But again, look at what we're working with. We're asking for Bergwijn to come. I know he did these things against Leicester, but this is a guy who's been abject for pretty much like 90% of his stint at Spurs. We're asking him to come and bail us out again. We're asking a 17-year-old to come and bail us out again. Like the options are just scarce. And like you said, when you look at the first team, and you spoke on it at the start, how this was a strong side, because obviously excluding Skip and Bentancur, because they would be starting. But then you look at the players starting in our team: Winks, Davies, Chicken Royale, Sessegnon, even Højbjerg, chuck him in there just based on performances this season. Like like what can you do with this? Like, what are you actually meant to do with this? What are you meant to do with this? And don't forget as well, I think Lucas Moura was injured as well. So then there you go then. Like,
yeah, I can't lie to you. That was a little bit annoying today, because I went to fucking tweet out, I get fucking Moura and Reguilon on. And then I looked at the bench. I was like, yo, Moura ain't even there. And it just goes to show you, when guys like Moura are missing and your team is saying, damn, we missed that, it tells you the base level of this squad, bruv. And brother, we're lacking in first team quality, let alone fucking depth. And we really struggled with that today. But in my opinion, you shouldn't need depth to fucking beat Middlesbrough.
I hear it. You should be beating them anyway. But even still, the fact that we don't have anyone to come and change the game speaks volumes. And then that's why I'm going to get onto the midfield as well. And a lot of people this week were asking for Alvie Devine or Harvey White to get a runabout. And they're not even mad for asking that. And let me tell you why they're not mad for asking that. It's not because Harvey White and Alfie Devine are ridiculous players. Alfie Devine is decent. Alfie Devine is a decent prospect. Harvey White is like I don't really think he's going to make it long term at Spurs, but whenever I've watched him, he looks new
age winks.
He's got decent left peg. But the fact that our fans have a reason to ask for these guys to play tells you everything you need to know about the midfield in front of them.
And the thing was,
everything you need to know about the midfield in front of them. They're just not good enough. Put this team up against an organized block and they're finito. Because they just, do you know how many, I sent a voice note into the touchline, like a touchline football chat today, and bruv, there was just one point, I just had it, I lost my rag with Winks. I said, why the fuck are you passing this ball side to side? We're in extra time. There's literally 6 players in Middlesbrough's box. Sorry, 6 players in Middlesbrough's half. Yeah. Why are you passing it back to Eric Dyer? You've got the ball at the center of the pitch. There's 6 players ahead of you, and you're passing the ball back to your centre back.
Bro, there was one moment. There was one moment he got the ball right in front of the defense here. It came from the left wing, and you saw Doherty make this bombing run on the right. And you thought if anybody has any form of technique, they could play the eye of the needle pass. What does he do? 4 yards back to Davis. I said, there we go. Vintage Harry Winks. And I told a lot of man.
It wasn't just him. Højbjerg as well.
When that window shut and that new manager bounce wears off, you man will see a lot of these man for these true colours. Ain't no remontada, bro. It's just a fucking bozo lying to you, man, and you all fell for it.
Bro, they're just
shambles, honestly. And it's one thing like it's the same thing I always ask about Winks. It's even if you're one thing I always say about a player is even if you're having a bad game, if you have that standout trait, you know at least how to make it. Whether it's your passing, whether it's your tackling, whether it's your finishing, you learn some way somehow to exploit it. I've always looked at Winks and I've said, what is your standout trait? I still to this day, he's what, 24, 25? People say passing, but is his passing really that spectacular?
No.
It's nothing more than a 7.
It's not. It's not even a 7, and it's not even a 7. I'll be real.
Well, I'm saying, even if that is his standout trait, and that's at a 7, what does that tell you about everything else?
But you know what is? It's not even just the passing, like, and it's not just Winks, because I don't just want to get onto Winks as well. I'll keep the same energy for Hobie, and we're big Hobie enthusiasts on this show. But this guy has actually been diabolical this season. Like, genuinely has been horrible this season, probably worse than Winks.
Yeah.
And what was the one thing we feared when Bentancur went down? We said, shit, here we go again. We're going to have to play with Winks and Hobie. This is the new Winks Soko. Yeah. This is the new Winks Soko, because when these guys, look, big man thing, when these guys play against any form of organization, their staticness in possession really shows. They're so slow to move this ball. They don't have the foresight or vision to pick man out. Multiple times, Seth was actually making good runs beyond the right wing back. Yeah. And multiple times he wasn't found because they don't have the quality. They don't have the quality. You want Kane, they want Kane to drop into midfield and do their jobs for them, or they want to give it to the centre back to do their job for them. Today, we basically played with no midfield. Johnny Howson had them on strings. How many times do I have to watch these men get fist up by one midfielder? Johnny Howson is like 50 years old, and he's a championship player, and he's running rings around you. He's actually taking the ball and he's driving with the ball. You can't even do that.
Cool,
oh my God. Side to side, side to side, side to side, back to centre back, to the wing back, side to side. I can't take this anymore. I just can't take this anymore. I swear to God, it's not on. It's actually not on. I can't bear to see this midfield be this rubbish in possession and out of possession. I can't take it anymore.
And you know the worst thing is, Tobes, we were playing with a 3 in midfield once upon a time, and it was this bad. And then now we've gone to a 2, and it's this bad still. So, listen, the bodies in there aren't going to change till the end of the season. That's the bigger concern as well. So, I don't know. The midfield has been an issue for me for over 2.5 years, I feel like now. Since Dele Alli's form's dropped off, since Eriksen's completely gone into the wilderness. But I just feel like in that game, you're never, ever going to have a presence. And I don't ever look at our midfield to put a presence on purely because it's the 2-man. The 2-man will always come up against a 3-man that will always pop them off the park. And you'll get a Howson like that in midfield every week, whether it's a Howson, a Neves. There's always one guy that just picks up acres of space and he's able to either pick out shots or pick out passes, bro. And it was the same thing today. Howson was the one who benefited from it. So I feel like it's a system thing as well. Our midfield will never, ever be the strong point, which is why I always feel like we have to look at our wing backs for the creativity. What I look for the 2 central midfielders to do is to literally be screeners. You man are basically just mops. That whatever mess and spillage comes in front of there, just clean that up. And I thought maybe the first half an hour, first 40 minutes, Højbjerg was doing that okay. I thought, yo, he's having one of his little games today.
I didn't even think
that. I don't know what happened. You didn't think that in the first half?
No. I felt they were both missing. They were both missing for the whole game. We basically played with no midfield for the whole game. I thought they were both poor. They offered. What did they offer today? Nothing.
No, but what I said was as in mopping. I don't look at our midfield at all for creativity anymore. I've given up.
But Fuad, you say this, but they have to be creative. Like, you can't play the system that Conte plays and the midfield offers nothing in possession. They have to offer something in possession. It can't just be the centre backs and the wing backs all the time. The midfielders have to be brave.
Toby, you're expecting magic, my friend.
I'm not, but that's what I'm saying. I'm not expecting magic. I know these players' deficiencies. I don't want to see them play regularly for Spurs.
But that's my thing, is you're literally asking square pegs to fit into round holes. I know what they are.
I'm asking for new pegs. I'm asking for new pegs.
They're coming, but they ain't coming now.
I'm asking for new damn pegs, bro.
I get what you're saying. They should still be competent enough to do something on the ball, but they're not. They are actually not. I'm sorry.
So then what do we do then? Because there are only 2 midfielders we have available right now. What do we do?
We have to demand more from our wing backs. I'm sorry.
But the wing backs are pants as well, brother. The wing backs are dead as well.
And that's where today I was actually quite annoyed, because had Moura been fit, I would have said, this is the perfect kind of game where you should have tried out more at right wing back. And I would have said, yo, come, let's try that.
You're still pushing this. You're still pushing this. After you saw that bozo come on the pitch against Burnley and do diddly squat, what's he gonna do at right wing back?
Hold on.
What did he do against Burnley?
Diddly squat.
He did nothing. He did jack shit. But yeah, sorry. Let's play him right wing back and let him try and run through free plays. Literally, that's how he plays. He literally just tries to steamroll his way through free plays. Also, might I add, there's 1,109 of you in here. Like, people, as I said already, go subscribe to the thing. I'm on Fuad's channel now. He's on 2.54K subscribers. Why is this number not going up? All you need to do is click his name. He's tagged in the title. Click his name and then click subscribe. Yeah? Let's do better, folks. Let's get him to 3K. Please, 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 please keep pushing and keep liking the thing as well.
I'll do a giveaway when I get to 3K. My first. What
are you gonna give away?
My first ever OnlyFans video.
Nobody wants to see that, brother.
You never know. Nobody
wants to see that, brother. But yeah, people, just start subscribing, man. Please do the damn thing. Not just for him.
Like the video.
Like the video. Get Fuad to 3K. Get me to 7K. Come on, there's literally 1.1K in here. Like, it really doesn't take much. So yeah. Anyway, back onto the team. In fact, let me just go through some super chats. So big up Tim AFC says, Fuad, where's the Italian flag at? Boy, geez, life comes at you fast. We come. Let me do it in your voice. We come. We come.
You know, I had someone shout this at me on road as well one time. I was coming out the straight and they went, "Hey, Fuad, we coming." I said, "That's quality. I love that."
Nah, I love it when people get on board with the bands. To be fair, oh shit, I lost it. He said. Then he finished off with, "You got empty balls, boy. Prime time for AFC fans.
Whoa.
Come on."
Whoa. Whoa there, everybody.
The next super chat is from Pisco. He says, Conte needs a big transfer budget if Spurs want to win something. This squad makes me sad. It makes me sad as well, brother. It makes me sad. Honestly, let me just say this as well. I feel so sorry for the fans who had to travel all the way up there for that trip, because let me tell you this, there are no trains running back at this time from Middlesbrough into London. Yeah. The last train would have left hours ago. Yeah, the only way to get back to London tonight is to drive. I had a ticket to this game. I purposely didn't go to this game because I anticipated the worst. I said, I'm not trying to go back up north again. I went to Manchester. I went to Burnley. That's enough for a week. Yeah. I said, let me stay my ass at home because I don't trust this team. I just don't. And look what happened.
And the thing was,
if I went against my instinct, I'd be calling TalkSport again. I'd be calling TalkSport again and swearing and getting booted off on the way back on the M6.
What was you on TalkSport last time?
Yeah, did you not know?
No. Hey, yeah, so find me that clip, please.
I was on TalkSport last week. And
hey, I need to hear that.
They booted me off because I saw it. I saw it at the end.
Like, fuck this club. Fuck this team.
I saw at the end, so yeah.
Jason Cundy hype.
Yeah, I hate him. I hate him and Jamie O'Hara. But anyway, guys, 1,116 of you in here. Remember, keep subscribing. Fuad's count is going up, but it can go up faster. Mine can go up faster. I'm checking it. Keep subscribing. It's on 2.57. Come on, get that to 3K. Please keep subscribing. Anyway, Rye25_96 says, Arsenal and Tottenham rivalry aside, Spurs need a clear out. You're too over-reliant on Kane and Son. Spoiler alert. Conte looks like a broken man now. Levy the real issue as well. Absolutely. Just because we haven't mentioned his name on this stream, don't think that he's not at fault here. Tim AFC says, so still confident in the North London derby. Skull is watching. Listen, Skull has had many capable moments. I'm not changing. I am not changing. If I die, I die. Spurs will still beat Arsenal at home. There, I said it. Fuck you lot. There. Clip me up. I don't care. The one-off games is not what Spurs struggle at. It's the fucking consistency. But obviously, Fuad doesn't agree with me, so it's fine.
Hey, let's go closer to the game. I've seen Skull Thuggery's works of art too much. I'm not trying to end up on a poster.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I've already nailed my colors to the mast. It's fine. Whatever. You live by the sword, you die by the sword. I don't care. He's even in the comments as well. He says, please don't. This guy's always messaging me on Instagram as well. He's always trying to be pally on Instagram. These times he's simultaneously cooking up a matting on fucking Premiere Pro.
He sends a message and he's like, I got him on my side.
Last super chat that I've received is from Joe. Oh, for fuck's sake. Look at the name. Look at the name. He says, Jose Mario dos Santos Mourinho. He says, this is karma, Spurs fans. 3 premierships. # respect. You are a disgrace as well.
Hey,
my
brother, I'm with you the whole way. I've always maintained it's justice for Jose on this side, B. Ain't nothing changed. 1 year on, we're still facing the same issues. They try and muddy up the great name. Never.
So, but yeah, back on the midfield. The midfield is a big problem. Like, I was saying it in another chat today. The fact that we rely on Oliver Skip, like we're begging for him to be back into the team, and even he is not progressive with the ball as well. But we're begging for him to be back into the team because at the very least he can do his job. Bentancur, he can do his job. Like, and Bentancur is not going to be available for another couple of weeks. Skip is not going to be available for another couple of weeks. We've got Everton up next Monday at home. We've got Man United away at Old Trafford. Then we have Brighton. Like these, listen, Everton at home, it will be another howler if we don't win that. But would you be shocked if we didn't win that?
Bro,
Absolutely
I'm
not.
sorry.
We lost at home last season.
I cannot allow Dele Alli to come back and get it back in blood. I cannot allow it. I'm sorry. We have to beat Everton. We have to see some form of reaction. Same way we did against Leeds. Same way we saw against when we lost the game the week before that as well. Brother, we have to see some reaction. I'm sorry. I can't have that. Listen, United more than likely will probably give us a run for our money. But Everton, the form they're in, the way they're playing, new manager hasn't really settled in. Nah, they're there to be got at. I can't be having that. If I see a Dele Alli masterclass floating between the spaces, picking up headers back post, oh Lord, I might cut one.
Timmy says that Conte says that Bentancur is back in training this week. So, bruv, please, we need him and Skip ready for next Monday. We do, we really do. Listen, we haven't spoken about the wing backs, so I guess we spoke about Emerson and Doherty at the start. So, do you want to speak on them again? Because I don't want to waste my time speaking about exposers.
Yeah, no? We've done enough right wing back chat.
Sessegnon, what were your thoughts on his performance today?
You know what? He weren't too bad, to be honest. I think I've actually been a little harsh on him over the last couple of weeks, to be honest. I think he's. Nah. You think no? You don't think so, no?
No, it's been warranted. He's been rubbish.
I think when he has been bad, he's been bad. But when he has been good, we've allowed the bad performances to overlook that. In all honesty, that's what I think. I don't think today he was that bad, to be honest. I think going forward,
he wasn't bad today.
To offer a lot of runs that maybe were going unappreciated or unseen, but yeah, we weren't really getting the ball and getting it out wide either. So it was really ineffective. I think both our fullback, we were probably going up more down the right side than we were down the left. So I don't know. Personally, I thought he was just an average 6 today. Wasn't really that great, but hey, he is what he is. I never expect worldy performances from Cess. If Cess plays a 7, I'm like, oh shit, he's done well. But sorry
to pause. Sorry to disturb you, but Skull Fugly just messaged me on Instagram saying, and word for word, he said, "There's a little virgin in the chat pretending to be me." I sent a super chat to make sure it was the real me, but don't ignore the stuff that the fake account is saying. I don't know which one's the fake one, which one's the real one. But I'll tell Skull Fugly to send me his YouTube, and I'll just make him a mod. Yeah. I'll just make him a mod. But yeah, go on. You're saying like it was
just a middle of the road performance for me. Defensively, he wasn't. To be honest, I can't lie to you. They were having a lot of joy on that right hand side. That Isaiah Jones, was it, on the right side? I got to give him his dues. He was eating up today. He was eating a lot of ground, getting a lot of balls in, getting in a lot of dangerous positions. So you can look at it and say, yeah, Cess was probably getting skinned there, but I don't think he had much support from Son, to be honest. I don't think he had much help in the defense either. Davis tried and cover for him a couple of times, which I thought was good. But going forward, I kind of am really more looking at Cess. I know defensively he's a liability, but it's going forward where I think he can actually offer something. And if he's not getting in that final third, he's not really going to be effective, is he? And I don't really see him as a great final third player as it is. So he's getting that run in the team. Is he really taking his chance? I don't think so. I don't know. What do you think? You're on mute, mate. You're on mute.
I think with Ryan Sessegnon, he's not good enough for Spurs. I genuinely believe that. I know he's young, etc., but he's not good enough. He's
I
actually
think at best he could be like a squad player.
No, I think we need to get rid of him. But I can see that the club are going to offer him a new contract, and me personally, I'm not happy with that. And I can only hope that it becomes a Danny Rose situation. Did you not see the club? The club are preparing to offer him a new contract because he's going to be down to 2 years left on his deal this summer, so they're going to renew.
Yeah, you might as well ship him then.
So this is my thing with Cess. He had his best game in the Spurs shirt against Leeds. Played really well and was pivotal in the first goal with the assist and was just a constant form.
In the City game, he was decent, man. City game, he was decent. Liverpool, he was decent.
Yeah, City game defensively, he was good. Liverpool defensively, he was good. But in all of those games, he showed nothing going forward. I felt like Leeds was the only game where I've actually seen from Cess this season where he's actually showed some proper attacking intent going forward.
Leeds will give you that anyway.
Pardon?
Leeds will give you that anyway.
But this is what I'm saying. Like you apply Leeds tax, you have to apply Leeds tax. Look at Matt Doherty and Cess v them, Cess against them versus today. Look at the difference. Look at them. Look at Cess v Burnley. Listen, Sessegnon, he's a young lad and he won't be this bad forever. But honestly, I've lost all patience, man. I'm tired of waiting for plays. Ryan Sessegnon is not good enough for Spurs, and I'm not attacking his performance today because I don't think he was bad today. I'm just saying, long term, if we want to progress, we bitch and moan about Reguilon, who I didn't really think came on and made any impact today. Again, didn't come, made zero impact. He may as well have not played today. But I just think if we actually want to be a better side, we actually need to improve this team. Like we need to improve the base quality of this team because right now it's at an all-time low. It really is. It's at an all-time low. We look at our lineups week in, week out, and it's an eyesore. It's genuinely an eyesore.
Mm-hmm.
We're losing games to teams that we shouldn't be losing to. Like, when are we going to elevate the base level of this team? I'm tired of watching scrubs week in, week out. I'm tired. I'm knackered, bro. I'm absolutely knackered.
The worst thing is do you think now, looking at all of this, how it's gone down, do you think it's going to follow a similar format in the summer where they don't back him like it always has been over the past couple of summers, to be honest? Or do you think they will actually put their money where their mouth is? Because I feel like that's all Conte's gearing up for. This summer is basically going to be make or break for him. Do you think they will actually back him and give him what he needs? Or
no, I don't. I don't think so. And I think it's going to get messy. They've given me no indication to suggest that they will give him what he needs. People are saying get Grizz in. So let me just quickly go through super chat. Big up Monty. He says, genuinely, do you think he got it wrong in terms of knowing your midfield is bad progressively? We're playing that low to start with, 1 out of 2. Yeah, we spoke about that. Monty, you got to go right to the start. We've already spoken about Conte's errors today. So you got to go right to the start because we're not going to repeat that, bro. But thank you for the super chat. Tim says, tag Grizz in, Tobes. He's coming. Should I get Grizz in? What do you think?
Grizz one?
I don't know. Let me give you Huh?
What does he want to do? Come laugh at us? Or
I don't know, but let me give you the Conte's quote. So he says, there is the rest of the season to work very hard and try and get the best result for the team and see at the end of the season what our position in the table is. We have to try and work and improve in many aspects. I don't think about me. For me, there is the desire and patience to try and work very hard and to make this team more stable than in the past. This is the key that can change the situation. The truth is today we are talking about a defeat. The last game we won. 2 games ago we lost. 3 games ago we won. I can't hide the reality. We are having too many ups and downs. This is a problem that was also maybe in the past.
Say that again. This was a problem. Say that last line
This
again.
is a problem that was maybe also in the past. That's what he said.
He ain't lying. There is absolutely no lies in any of that quote.
I do think he needs to. It's not the full quote, but I do think he needs to take some responsibility for his tactical missteps today as well, man. I think he does. I
was
really
going
think
to say that probably wouldn't be the whole thing. I'd be interested to see.
It's not. It's just quotes. Let me just get up the whole thing. 1 second. I'll get up the whole thing. 1 sec. Let me just share it. People are saying get Grizz on. I don't think I want Grizz on tonight. I'm not gonna lie. I think he's just gonna kill him. He's gonna make his jokes. But let me just quickly message him to see if he's about Grizz Twitter.
Did he put a tweet out or something?
Huh?
Did he put a tweet?
Oh, how was
I'm already seeing clips floating about on Twitter.
me going mad at Emerson. I can't. He's just crazy, man. He drives me insane. He drives me insane, bro.
It ain't easy.
It ain't easy. What to say? It ain't easy.
What to say?
It ain't easy.
It ain't easy.
It ain't easy. It ain't easy.
When's he getting the merch, bro?
It's coming. It's coming. We coming. Like you said, we coming. But yeah, like even the defense today, like people are saying that Romero got spun by Balogun and stuff. I'm trying to remember that bit. I don't even think he did get spun. I thought it was more of a coming together, but I'll watch the clip anyway. But again, if that's what people are clutching at, then it tells you everything you need to know. Like I didn't really see anything wrong with
fans were desperate for Balogun to do anything. They were like, I beg you, just get a shot on target. Couldn't even do that.
It's nuts. It's nuts. It's mad. Like Romero and Dyer, I can't really fault their performance. I don't really think they played badly today. Even Ben Davies, I just felt the team as a whole just kept inviting pressure. I think as a team, when you're constantly inviting a lot of pressure on your defense, eventually there's gonna be gaps. There's going to be gaps. I don't really understand how you can look at this game and cook up an agenda for Romero. It's mental to me, but this is the world we live in. And I must say I'm part of that world as well because I'm just as shameless. Best believe that. I'm just as shameless. Let me see. Grizz has not responded to me, so...
Bro, they're lying, man. They're probably talking to another Grizz, bro, in the chat.
Yeah, 1 second. Let me just quickly share my screen. So I'm gonna share this interview and then we'll end it, man. Because I just can't with this team, man.
Oh man, I need the weekend to come, bro.
I'm in a big mood.
Oh, London. That's my mate's website, isn't it?
Alistair Gold. Yeah. So. 1 second, let me just scroll right to the start. So Conte first he says, I feel like we lost a big chance here. When you are playing against a team that have played in the Premier League, you have to kill in a sporting way your opponent. When you don't score the chances you create, then you give them confidence. They deserve to go to the next round and compliments to them. I think we should kill the game before. When you play this type of game, you have to kill your opponent. Your opponent has to feel that tonight is a bad night. Instead, they took the confidence and created the chances to score. Facts. We have to take good lessons from this defeat and continue to work. I think here he has to take some ownership.
Yes, bro. Like you're talking about, we need to kill the team. You need to kill.
You set us up to invite too much pressure, bro.
You sent man out wolf hunting with fucking spoons. Nah, bro. I'm sorry. You have to say that you didn't set up correctly and you didn't correct it in time, bro. Like, there's got to be some accountability there. I'm sorry. Man, I'm talking about, I think we should have killed the team. When you play this type of game, you have to kill your opponent, as if to say, like, we had the chances to kill them off. I understand if that was like the game against Liverpool where we had 6 or 7 glaring chances to kill them.
They had more chances than us tonight.
They had more chances and better clear chances. The one thing I will agree is they definitely deserve to go through and definitely deserve to win. I'll give them that. We definitely haven't even touched on that too tough, but Middlesbrough did their thing, bruv. as bad as we were, I won't take that away from them. That they turned up and did their thing. And Chris Wilder, you know what I mean? He did his thing to United the round before. People thought it was just a 1-round thing. Shut us up as well and humbled us real quick. So credit to them as well, bruv. Isaiah Jones, Howson, even at Corbin when he come on, they had a couple of standout performers, bruv. So even the keeper, Lumley, I won't even lie, he pulled off a couple of big saves. There was a moment, Son's back heel that went through his legs. The extra time where his defender nearly scored an on goal, he somehow got his hand to that as well. So they had a couple of standout performers, bro. So I got to give Middlesbrough their dues as well. Can't even lie.
Yeah, they played well. They played well. I know we've been slating the team, but Middlesbrough, they gave as good as they got. And we were always going to find it tough tonight playing up against a Chris Wilder managed side, man. Like at home, he's not just going to let us come here and dick them down, man.
Are they the ones with Jed Spence as well?
No. But they do have Jed Spence, but he's on loan to Nottingham Forest, I think. But yeah.
So they got Jed Spence and Isaiah.
Yeah.
That's a nice right wing back problem to have there, bro.
They can make some decent money off that in the summer. Yeah, man. Isaiah Jones looks good.
I'll go in for one of them. I don't mind.
Looks good.
I'll go in for one of them easily.
Yeah. So I've read this quote. He says, we need to make this team more stable than it has been in the past. This is still the big problem. Facts. Conte on his mood. Sometimes it's important for the coach when you have the media conference that there also has to be a strategy.
No. You got to do this in Conte's act. Well, sometimes it's important when you have the media conference. There's also, you have to have a strategy. Sometimes it has to be strong. Sometimes it has to be light. My old coaches in Italy, they taught me that the coach, sometimes they have to use, the carrot. Sometimes you have to use the stick. I have to use the right way. After Burnley with the stick, and then we won. After Leeds, then with the carrot, and we lost. The coach has to be clear in his instruction. I know there is space for improvement.
Okay. So at least, am I wrong in saying that he's taking some accountability here?
Yeah. The coach has to be clear in his instructions, and I know there is space for a lot of improvement. I imagine that's
self-reflection to me.
Yeah, and he should within that look for ways to improve. Because for me, I'm sorry, if that was you setting up a team to attack, that was not it.
Yeah, and then he says, "I'm the coach of this team, and when you're the coach of this team, your players are the best in the world. For me, it's the same. Then for sure, I can consider." Oh God, not this nonsense again. Then for sure I can consider my players the best in the world. No, they're not the fucking best in the world, Conte. Stop saying this rubbish. But we can work and we can improve for the future and also reflect on this defeat. This defeat has to hurt me, my players, and everyone that works in Tottenham. He says, having no trophies this season on the CV. But in this moment, I'm the last person I don't think about myself. When I speak with my players and in my team and say that we have to think about us, not me. For me, no problem. And for me, there is the desire, the will, the patience to try to continue to work very hard to improve, to make this team more stable than in the past, because I think this is the key that can change the situation. Okay, so I think that was every transcript. Okay. There's more. Yeah, he says, I try. So he says, how do you instill that stability into the team? He says, I try every day and night through the work. Also, sometimes to speak. For sure, in this type of situation, you need to find the right key to go into the mind of the players, because it's not only sometimes a tactical problem or a technical problem. Sometimes you have to try and work to push in other aspects, the mental aspects, and try to stay focused and to work also on the training sessions to keep focusing. I know that it's very difficult, because to be focused in every moment of training of the game is not easy. But if we want to be competitive in the future, these aspects we have to improve a lot. Ah, fuck me, man. Are you? So they asked him, are you closer to understanding his team? He says, I think from that time we have improved a lot of situations. We have to continue to work, because this type of defeat shows us that we have to continue to improve, and it's not enough what we are doing. I repeat, I know only one way, and that's to work, to continue to work, to persevere. And it's very important to grow this group. To be honest, I'm going to stop reading this, man. It's a lot of...
It's a lot of words, man.
It's a lot of we need to improve. It's a lot of motivation, mentality, all the manager fluff. And I think with this some Spurs fans will be happy that at least he's not throwing the team under the bus. Me, I don't really care. Like if when they get thrown on the bus, they deserve it as far as I'm concerned. But I think he showed maybe a little bit of accountability on his own performance today. But I would have liked to see more accountability from Conte, and most importantly, the people that employ Conte, the people that employ these players, I just need to see them watching and just please have a view to take action in the summer. We know that it's unlikely to happen, but I'm tired. I'm honestly shattered. I said it already. I'm knackered, bro. I'm knackered watching this team play.
Facts. Join the club, bro. Because I've been knackered of watching this team play for over fucking 20 years now. Like, it just feels like you're almost living the same fucking nightmare season after season with just the same players but a different manager. So listen, it's another year of no trophies. It is the history of the Tottenham, as they always say. You know what I mean? So it's nothing different. And I would pretend to be surprised by today's performance, but we've not only seen it in previous years, and I would love to say, I think your boy Jordan Answer tweeted out perfectly. I would love to say that this is the worst Spurs performance I've seen in a long time, but it's not, bruv. It really ain't. We literally saw this last week against Burnley. It was a copy and paste of that. So listen, it is what it is. We move now. Who did you say we've got on the weekend? Everton. Now basically it's
we got them on the Monday.
Yeah, so it's make or break for top four basically, and I think that will dictate our
top four done already.
Well, I mean, in the sense of like, I think.
You mean mathematically?
Mathematically, yeah. I think for Conte, it will still, as long as it's still available as well. Conte will still see it as a target, and will try and go. Of course, we'll see his heart break week by week as these bozos let him down, no doubt. But I do think in his head, he's thinking, if we can make the Champions League, we can have a serious budget. I'm in a strong position to go to the board and tell them, hey, give me what the fuck I need, basically. So for him, I feel like for Conte to stay at Spurs, getting top four is make or break for him. Otherwise, he'll just carry along this summer, collect his check, and then just bounce at the first kind of stutter or opportunity next season, for sure. He won't even wait till the end of the contract. He'll resign.
Yeah, I think summer's a pivotal period for us, because you're right. I think if we don't put up, he's gone. I think he's gone. Like I think today has been a diplomatic response in light of the sort of more erratic interviews that he's had in the past couple of weeks. I just think this team, it's on its knees quality-wise. Like, it's just painful, man. The midfield is dysfunctional. The attack is disjointed. The wing-backs are impotent. The attack is too over-reliant on Harry Kane and Son. The quality in depth is shocking. Like, the team, for a side that are meant to be top four, this team are pathetic. We'll get if we by some miracle make top four, we'll get absolutely steamrolled by a lot of sides in the Champions League next season. Look at this team. Like, they're not good enough. Bro, they're actually not good enough. They're so poor. There's like, you can't play a possession-based game with this team. You can't defend well enough game to game with this team. You can't score loads of goals with this team. You can't, like, the structure is there. I think he's trying to put the structure there. His structure is there, but we just don't have the quality. We don't have the quality in midfield. We're playing a poor defender in Ben Davies in the back three, and granted, he's done well. We're now having to adjust to Dyer, who's actually done relatively well. Romero is Romero, but the wing-backs can't create. They can't really take man on. They can't score. And then Kane and Son and Kulusevski, that's what we're building with the attack. The attack actually looks like it functions well enough. Today was a shocking off day. With Son, it's probably been an off couple of weeks, but
that's what I said. It's the so much depends on the attack, because they are the only kind of cohesive and actual quality unit that if they don't turn up, it almost falls apart at the wheels, bro. Because the rest of the team cannot be relied upon from a quality aspect or a consistency, bro. So
it's just, yeah, it's nasty. It's very nasty. But anyway, I think we'll call it a day, man. I'm tired of talking about this team. It's coming up to midnight. But folks, thank you for tuning in. I know you are here for pain anyway, so I hope you got what you wanted. We'll be back this Thursday for another
Yes.
bonus. Yeah, we'll be back this Thursday for another bonus episode. This time it'll be on Fuad's channel. We'll be doing player ratings for the month of February. Needless to say, it will be a very scathing review. Yeah. So that will be on Thursday. What time are we thinking? 10 p.m.?
Yeah, about that. 10-ish, we'll say. Keep an eye on the Twitters and we'll keep you posted.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So look out for that. And if you don't want to miss it as well, make sure you subscribe to Fuad's channel now and turn your post notifications on. Subscribe to his channel now, turn the post notifications on. So once the stream is created, then you won't miss out. So look out for that on Thursday. I'm sick to death for talking about this team. Fuad's sick to death for talking about this team. Cams, he's saying he tapped in. You know, Cams.
I'm glad.
Fuck off.
I was thinking he's not in the comments. I was like, good.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah, it's just I'm tired, man. But thank you, folks, for tuning in. Smash a like, subscribe to the channels, big up, and take care. See you later.